Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Raymond Report. Today is Friday, April 26th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your friendly Friday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and check out the Raymond Report today and learn about value, the percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and a strict money management system. Come and learn the sports betting system of the Raymond Report today at atsstats.com. All right, let's get into the SBI. Let's go to SBI. We haven't seen the SBI. Last time we talked about the SBI, the under was coming in at a very high clip in Major League Baseball, and let's see if that trend has continued. In fact, it has slowed down just a bit, 5-5 yesterday, but you know what, look at this right here. Oh, actually, I was looking at the straight up. No, here it is. So we'd had a lot of unders. Remember the last couple of videos I said, man, 24 and 6 to the under. We did have a reversal on the April 24th. Yesterday, back to the under. So 3 of the last 4 days have gone under the total. Looking at the 7-day average, yeah, you can see we're very bearish when it comes to over, because the under has carried the last 7 days, 59.7%. So pay attention to the overs, because what goes up must come down, and there will be a reversal at some point. Favorites in Major League Baseball, you know what? Think about this. Major League Baseball is about money line, right? NHL is about money line. When you look at so far year to date, Major League Baseball money line, favorites 55.7%. When you go to NHL is the same as baseball, right? It's more money line sports, not spread sports like the NFL and basketball. 60.6%, so that's a 5% difference. And if you analyze it and then you reflect and you think, okay, 60.6 for an NHL, 55.5. What does that mean? Parity. That means Major League Baseball parity has really done well in Major League Baseball, where when you think about the favorites, right, the bookmakers already tell you who they think is going to win by telling you who the favorite is. So I think when you're betting baseball, if you're betting underdogs, it's better to bet underdogs in baseball right now, say on the run line, compared to the NHL on the puck line. But even though the puck line, the NHL did pretty well this year, 60.1%. In fact, let me take a look at Major League Baseball, see how the run line is done. 57.3. So just 2% above 55.7 of the straight up factor. So interesting stats here this morning at the Raymond Report. Again, go to your dashboard. Once you go into your dashboard, go look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and take a look at that. Now, I'm going to talk about today law of average. And if you're a law of average sports handicapper like I am, and the law of average is this, is sometimes you what goes up must come down. If you look at a team coming off a win, coming off a loss, that's one way I like to handicap. And I'll show you some strength in numbers in just a few minutes. Let's go to Major League Baseball. And here's my law of average chart here on a feature we have at the website. So if you go to your dashboard and then you scroll down to, I believe it's in Ron's favorites. Yeah, Ron's favorites, law of average picks. And then go to Major League Baseball. What you're looking for is a team that won straight up versus a team that lost straight up last game. And this for today, if you're a law of average picker, Detroit, Toronto, Boston, White Sox, Yankees, Angels, Arizona, San Diego are your law of average picks. And if you follow the Raymond Report and you're saying, okay, Ron, well, Detroit, B-type team, Toronto, B-type team, Boston, all these teams like White Sox, I'm not touching the White Sox, they're a C-type team. So if you go into the Raymond Report, and let's go to the market index right here, I'll show you a good way to handicap those type of situations. And you're saying, okay, I like the law of average pick. I like that theory of playing a team that wins against a team that loses. And again, what the record says they are, right? The Bill Parcells quote. So go to Major League Baseball right here. And then from this, you see like the grades right here, A, B, C. So anything in the Raymond Report, 60% or higher, those are teams we classify as A-type teams. B-type teams are teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, and C-type teams, those are the teams that are below 500. So if you scroll right down here, the A-type teams, so Kansas City, Philadelphia, Chicago Cubs, Yankees, Milwaukee, Baltimore, Cleveland, Atlanta, those are teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. I classify them as A-type teams. Those are teams with high public confidence. Unfortunately, they're like Bitcoin. They come very expensive. Then you got the B-type teams, LA, Detroit, Cincinnati, Boston, New York Mets, Seattle, Tampa Bay, San Diego, Texas, Pittsburgh. Remember, if you've been watching this podcast, say, guys, Pittsburgh, don't just wait. Like an old high school sweetheart, they're going to break your heart eventually, and they did, right? B-type team, now they're back to 500, and they're just a loss away to go with the C's, right? So And when you're doing the law of average selection, so what you want to look at is these A, B, and C type teams, and keep an eye on the B's and the A's. And I'm going to show you another tool that I love to use here at the Raymond Report. It's the percentage play tool, right? The chance of winning against the chances of losing. Now you click on the cow and the COL, chances of winning and the chances of losing, and then you go to the percentage. It'll take a few minutes to load because it's heavy on data, whatever your potato, okay? So it's really server heavy because it's doing a lot of research, and we're not like the big boys of like ESPN and Fox and all that. We don't. We're just a one-man show with a band. All right, so we'll just wait till that tunes up, and then I'll bring up the system plays of the day. I got let me see here. I got a lot of system for you guys here today. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 system plays here today, and I, as Gary Bettman said, I think you want to hear this. All right, Major League Baseball. So here, what I'm talking about. So let's go back here. Go back to the law of average picks, right? So let's take a look at Major League Baseball, and you see a team like Detroit, right? Detroit coming off a loss against Kansas City, and Detroit today is a home favorite of 112. So home favorite Detroit, American League, and what you're looking for, where's Detroit right there? Detroit Tigers, there you are. Coming off a win, a loss, coming off a loss, 0-4 against the line, but 2-2 on the straight up factors. This is the coming off a loss factor. Yeah, so 2-2, a B type team. It's okay, right? It's okay. 50% Detroit, and then Kansas City. So American League team, right? Where's KC? KC's coming off a win. So Kansas City. There you are. Coming off a win. Right here. 4-0 percentage-wise, coming off a win, right? But let me see. But they're road underdogs. So yeah, the thing you need to do, road underdogs. So these tabs up here. Yeah, so let me do that again. Road underdog. Now Kansas City. It won't be 4-0. Where is it? Or it might be. No, it's 0-4. See? So there's your law of average play right there. Detroit. Here's a free pick for you guys today. Detroit's going to be one of my premium picks today. So I do like Detroit. I guess it's Seth Lugo going here for the Royals against, let me see here, was it Reese Olson? All right. So there's one of my selections today. Let's get to those. Let's get to the Major League Baseball. And I got 3 Major League Baseball system plays. And let's go to the Detroit KC game. Computer pick has 4.2 to 3.8. 8.14 is the total. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom right here, I got the total here on the Royals, on the under. Anytime you got a road team like Kansas City, who's facing a right-handed pitcher the last 3 years, and it's during the month of April, and they're coming off a win against an American League East opponent, and they're coming off a 1-run win. So the last game, they beat the Blue Jays 2-1 in that 5-inning game. The under, 14-3-0 for the road team. Let's go KC Detroit under the total today. The second system play of the day. Let's go to the ATL, where the Cleveland Guardians taking on Atlanta. This is going to be a great game. You got 2 of the best teams in baseball right now. In fact, we'll go to standings, go to Major League Baseball, and look at that. Cleveland Guardians 18-7, Atlanta Braves 17-6. Get your popcorn ready because this is going to be a good one. All right, Chris Sale going against Logan Allen. Now the price is a little bit heavy here. I had my daily market value index at minus 227, but still minus 201 against the best team in baseball. Think about that, right? And we're going to go with the Atlanta Braves, the hot Atlanta Braves. Anytime you got a home favorite, first game of the series against an American League Central opponent like Cleveland, totals between 8.5 to 9, coming off a 3-game win streak, and they allowed 3 runs or more against in their last game. 12-3 straight up for the Atlanta Braves, the home favorite. So let's go Atlanta today on our second leg parlay right there. And let's go to that Texas game. I got a final baseball system here on the game between the Texas Rangers and the Cincinnati Reds. Graham Ashcroft going to go up against the Nathan Eovaldi, former Bo Sox. And where else did Nathan play? Let me go back to see his career records there. Nathan Eovaldi, been a really decent pitcher here with the Royals. 1-2 though this year, 3.30 ERA. Yeah, started with the Dodgers, went to Miami, Yankees, Tampa Bay, Boston in 2018, and then Boston, Texas. So good pitching matchup here today. Ashcroft though, I don't know. You see his numbers. Let's go inside the numbers. 3-1. 3-1 though, but a high ERA of 5.24. So I don't like that ERA. But let's take a look here at the total of over today in the system. So if you go right here, look at this system. Anytime you have a minus 160 to 180 home favorite, totals 8.5 to 9 during the month of April versus a non-division opponent. They're coming off a loss against an American League West opponent, 10-2-3 to the over. And they're coming off a loss to the Seattle Mariners. Castillo, that was one of my top plays yesterday. In fact, I went 2-0 last night in my baseball selections. My two system plays were winners. Philadelphia and Seattle were my top two plays. All right, I do have a pick in the NHL. In fact, I do have two of them. I got two system plays in the NHL. Let's go to Nashville. Hey, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's go take a look at the Predators, minus 107. Very affordable, right? And I got a system here on the over. Anytime you got a home favorite, last 2 years after a non-division game versus non-division opponent, coming off a road win as an underdog, and they're coming off a 3-goal win, and they scored 4 more goals in the last game. The over, 16-4 for the home favorite. So let's go Nashville, Vancouver, over the total tonight in Tennessee. And your next play here is going against the team I think is going to win the series. I like Winnipeg. In fact, I got them going right to the Stanley Cup against the Rangers. And I do have a system play here on the Colorado Avalanche. Anytime you got a home favorite, total 6.5 after a conference game versus conference opponent, and they're coming off a Western Conference opponent, obviously with Vancouver, and they're coming off a 2-game road stand, game 1 and 2. The home team is 16-4 in the next game. So Colorado is our system play number 2 in the NHL. All right, let's go to the NBA, and I do have I got two system plays on the I believe the two home teams. Indiana against the Bucks, minus 6 is the line. So what's the money line on this though? It's probably chalky, 238. A little chalky, but hopefully we get the win here. Anytime you got a home favorite of minus 3.5 to 6 after a division game on 2 days rest, coming off a one-game win, scored 110 or less points in the last game in back-to-back games. That team is 21-5 straight up in the next contest, 17-7-2 against the point spread. So let's go Indiana money line tonight. I know it's a little chalky, but I do like the Pacers in this one. And your last one, Clippers against Dallas, minus 4.5 is the line. I got 108, 103 as the final here. What did I have in Indiana against Milwaukee? I had 109, 107. So you see, money line might help you out there. Get that Geico insurance. All right, Dallas minus 4.5. I have them winning 108 to 103. But I got them winning by 5. And looking at the system play is anytime you got a minus 3.5 to 6-point home favorite last 4 seasons after a conference game versus an opponent with a 61 to 70 win percentage, and they scored 100 or less points in back-to-back games. 15-2 straight up in their next game, and that is the Dallas Mavericks money line today. And 13-4 against the point spread, and 13-4 to the over. So pick your poison. You either like the money line, the ATS, or the over. And you know what? I have the Clippers winning this series. So if you do like this game, for entertainment purposes only, I would lean towards the over. And the reason I would say over because, 2 low-scoring games are back home. This could be a high-scoring affair. All right, there you have it. A little recap here on your system plays of the day. We're going to go KC, Detroit in baseball under 8. Atlanta minus 201. Texas over 8.5. Nashville over 5.5. Colorado straight up money line minus 159. Indiana money line, and we're going to go Dallas over the total tonight against the Clippers. Folks, don't forget you can get my premium picks. I got 3 premium picks on the side, 1 on the total. And if you look at yesterday's plays, I had the Magic under. We squeaked it. We had the under. We went to 204, something like that. So we lost it there. Had the Islanders plus a goal and a half in the National League Hockey, so we won that. Had the Phillies. That was a 5-star play. I had a big system on that, and it cashed in. And hopefully you guys were able to reap the benefit of that. And I had Seattle Mariners minus 110. So a little bit well done right there. 2-0, 1-0 in hockey, and then 0-1 in NBA. And good day overall, right? All right, don't forget, I take the weekends off. Hoo-ha, the weekend's here. And I'll be coaching some football this weekend. Yep. I moonlight as a football coach. I'm a quarterback guru, I guess you could say. But yeah, so have yourself a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday on a Cash Out Monday, and hopefully we're talking about all the cash you made, and hopefully you're cashing out, right? And as I always say, always ask you this one question: when was the last time you cashed out of your sports books? And if you don't remember, then maybe you want to get a membership today at atsstats.com. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.